Warning, all characters in any improvised games are fictional and do not support the views of anyone in this podcast.
There were 3 failing actors and they decided to make a podcast, and here it is.
Yo!
We're back.
I'm Jordan.
I am Jack.
And I'm Victor.
We've had a pretty awesome week, but before we get into that, up first, a word from our sponsor.
I forgot I do these. I've written down now.
You got it.
Welcome to the Grand Centre. Please take off your shoes and socks. This is not a cult. I repeat, this is not a cult. Now, please shave your eyebrows off. Because a happy brow is no brow at all. Roy's robes for, not starting a cult.
I've heard they're not for starting cults.
Yeah,
Either.
I wear them round just to frolic.
They specify
Through
that
the
heavily
fields.
when you buy it.
Mm-hmm.
And they say no wink intended.
Yeah. Nice. Well, yeah, so if you guys need robes for things that aren't cults,
That are not in any way, shape or form cult related.
then you know where to go. Up first, we have Topic of the Week.
Topic of the week. Doo-doo-doo.
So this week, in hip-hop in particular, we're all hip-hop fans. It's been a big week. So I went to sleep one night, quite innocently, woke up to a message from a group chat with all of us are in, and Sid. And I saw Sid posted up something called Kamikaze. He's like, oh, Eminem. I was like, oh, someone's released like a tribute video or something. I had no idea what it was.
Spotify link, man.
And it was a Spotify link, and I was like,
Pure Spotify
I was like,
link.
oh, maybe it's a like a track list or something that he's put together. And then I saw you guys mention. I was like, wait, like, hang on a sec. It's like, what's this? What's this little thing? It's like, oh, he's dropped like an album. Like Eminem completely just dropped an album overnight, no promo, nothing, just dropped it. And immediately I rolled over, plugged my speakers in, followed the link and just popped it in, just laid there and listened. And it's caused a lot of controversy, which is good. There's a ton of disses and there's people responding, and I'm loving it right now. How are you guys feeling?
It's exciting shit.
It feels like the early 2000s.
Again.
So many disses going everywhere.
Reintroduction of Slim Shady.
Mm-hmm.
Exciting. Very exciting.
And that move can go one of 2 ways. Because it can either be like, yeah, Slim Shady's back and that's wicked good. Or it's like...
So we'd done this, but no, this is fucking good album. This is
it was clean.
Not gonna lie, I'm loving it.
yeah.
I was pretty much the only thing I've been listening to for a week now, which is bad. I haven't done that for an album for so long.
Time.
I've just been bumping it constantly, and so much that I almost forgot about the album we were meant to listen to this week until today, and I was like, holy shit, I haven't listened to it.
Sorry,
so I ran and
sorry,
listened to
Sid.
that.
Nah.
Sorry, but I did go and listen to that one as well.
Decent.
And then I went back to this. But yeah, I'm loving it. It's just, there's so many lyrics, just straight killer lyrics for this. But I'm not going to do like a full review here because this isn't a sound intervention. What I want to speak to you guys about more, probably, is Lewis controversy, come off this album. So he disses a ton of people.
Yeah.
He's obviously been very mad. Pent up because his last album got a lot of critics, a lot of slack from multiple people and different artists and media.
Yeah.
And he's just naming names on this thing. There's no subliminals.
He is just dropping
There's
names.
Machine Gun Kelly, Joe Budden, which I find hilarious because Joe Budden's signed to his label. It's kind of funny. Well, as a group anyway.
Is he still signed? Are they still got sort of
Yeah.
house on the roster?
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah, they've broken up.
yeah, I was going to say. I
of-
thought that.
And funny enough, they broke up because of Joe Budden, which is a bit stupid.
Oh.
He didn't want to release their latest album onto Shady. Everyone else did. So they fell out.
Nice one, Joe.
Yeah, just going on. And so there's been
Jack Cherry from
Dropping
Somerset.
but so there's a
He's
few things that come
relentless.
from this. He's got a lot of slack. So I'm wondering what you guys are hearing this. So he dropped a word that's not used in today's society too much. So I'm quoting here, so I'll say anything, but he uses the word faggot at one point.
Oh, he describes Tyler, doesn't he?
Which is a weird one. So Eminem's done this in I think every single album he's ever put out. He's used that word.
He said the word
Means
faggot.
something a bit different to him growing up at his age and whatnot. It's more just like an insult rather than homophobic or whatever.
Yeah.
And in this album, it's really weird. So they even censored it out, and he's quoting someone, but people have still flipped about it. I was wondering, flipped out about this word being on an album.
Oh my gosh.
And I don't understand why people are surprised.
It's just
to be
like
honest, but
I just feel like everybody's a victim at the moment. besides the
I'm not saying
besides
use
the
that
use of the
word,
word
like,
besides the
yeah.
use of the word faggot, right? It's like it's just a word at the end of the day, and just people. That's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, whole conversation.
That's a whole nother.
So yeah, like I don't think Eminem is actually homophobic. He's definitely not homophobic as a
He's
person.
friends with Elton.
Yeah.
It's pretty
I
hard to be
don't think-
homophobic and be friends with Elton.
I don't think he has any like I think he's like I think he just
I
uses
think one
it.
of his daughters is bisexual as well. Someone just put that up as a response to people saying that. So
I don't know. Like, just
I don't know.
It's part of the character, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm very happy with this album, man. It got me so excited. I'm not gonna lie. What do you think about surprise drops? Out of nowhere.
Well, that's what I said. I was
surprise.
talking about this with.
far more exciting, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's
you
just
have to
like
wait.
you have to be a point at your career, don't you?
Yeah.
Your
Yes,
last album, and I'll say it because it's my opinion, but your last album was like total dog shit
Mm-hmm.
in comparison to the rest of your discography. But then to just drop an album with no promo and have it produced by so many great, just some of the greats, right? Just no promo whatsoever, no adverts, no teasers, no nothing. That's pretty mad.
Do you know what I think got a lot of inspiration from this album from? Jonah Lucas. Because he's done something on this album Jonah Lucas has done for the last 2-3 years. Took the I'm Back beat, and with the song with Royce 5'9",
Okay.
that beat is just a slowed down version. I think it's I'm Back or something. I can't remember the name of the song. It's like a Drake beat
Right.
or whatever. Just slowed that down, put a parody of Amigos hook on it. And then the whole song point is we're not alike.
Yeah.
So you did a exact same
We
beat
are
people
not
are doing,
alike.
the exact same hook people are doing, and then just did 2 verses about how they're not alike
Yeah,
at all.
not
I
the
found
same.
that hilarious.
I thought it was funny. I thought that was
Yeah,
It's a good.
and there's a
sound.
lot of parodies throughout the whole
he
album. I laughed
mimics
quite a lot
he
through-
mimics people's flows and
to take the piss out of them.
to take the piss like
which
yeah.
is again what Sam Jonah's been doing. So I think it's probably. Well, I mean, he got Jonah on the
Well,
track.
he has got Jonah on the album.
So that was really funny.
It's clever. I think it's a clever.
Yeah, even the love songs on this, I really liked. Normally, love songs are a bit like
I
but
liked
they're
Good
funny
Guy.
as hell.
I liked Good Guy and Nice Guy with
Yeah.
Jessie Reyes.
Yeah.
She was pretty sick on the
Yeah,
feature
she
as
was
well.
good. I was so confused what was going on the first listen, because I listened to the first bit and she does that really high voice,
Yeah.
and then like the bass drops and it just goes suck my dick. I was like, wait, what am I listening to? And now I love it. Like it's hilarious.
I actually
and
love the
funny.
sampling. I don't know what the song afterwards is. I know Jack wants to. I'll let you speak.
I like Good Guy. We're talking about that sample.
Yeah.
Yeah. But is it Nice Guy?
Yeah, nice
Yeah.
goes on for.
I mean, I could take or leave that song.
I like
personally.
that song. I really. Yeah. I think the hook as well, like Jessie Reyes. I don't know if I'm saying it wrong.
I think it
She's
is.
really good. I was
She-
really impressed.
she's
by her.
not listening.
She is. She's a big fan
She's definitely
of mine.
not tuning in.
But she's very
Jessie
good.
Reyes, like-
She actually made me want to go check out her music, which is rare for someone who's not a rapper.
She-
So
I look-
want to go.
To go
I want to go check out that stuff.
I've
She was
seen a couple of
interesting.
her stuff. I didn't realise she was actually in the charts as well, at number 1 as well, with a
Oh, shit,
song
she
with
is.
Sam Smith, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I looked at it.
Oh.
I was like, well, I haven't heard the song yet, but
Oh,
so
wow.
I can't really comment on it. But I was like, I saw her name and I
But
saw it.
she's in the pool of names that are being
Oh,
talked
names.
about.
Okay, no. That's really interesting. I didn't know that.
The only other thing I'd leave off this album, and I think only because it's a complete separate entity to the album.
I
is
know what you're going to
Venom.
say. Oh, no, cool.
Is Venom.
Oh, man. So Venom, the first one, I was like, oh, that's good. But I want to go back and listen to Greatest, because Greatest I've never heard. But now the hook of Venom is stuck in my head like 24/7.
But I don't know
It's
if
a
I
good
like
track,
the
but I
hook
know,
of
I know
Venom.
what you're saying. It's a separate part.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
what you're saying.
I mean, it feels like it's been put on as like a bonus track.
Yeah.
I mean, because they've even put underneath it, or like alongside from the motion picture,
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
kind of like separate.
I'm looking forward to watching Tom Hardy with the Venom.
Oh,
With
yeah,
the
that's
Eminem
gonna
soundtrack.
That's going to be.
Yeah.
Eminem on the soundtrack. Fucking
Yeah, that's it.
Tom
I
Hardy.
don't
One
think
of
he's
my
doing.
favourite.
I don't think he's doing the entire
Oh,
soundtrack. I
okay.
think this was just a single song
Oh, fair enough.
for
but-
it. Because I think they're doing the bodied soundtrack coming out. But yeah, it's been really interesting week in hip hop because it's caused more controversy than we've had in a long time from someone who can actually rap, which is nice.
Well, you say that, but it was only a couple, maybe like a month ago that we were, we off of the podcast were talking about Pusha sending for Drake. Yeah.
Yeah, but even that's like the only problem I find with that is Drake's not going to come back with like a hard diss.
That's true.
This is Drake.
I think he did come back with this.
He did, but like
Wasn't
it
great.
kind of got washed. But then people don't care. So that's what I like about this album a lot as well. he's definitely taking shots at Drake. I think Paul Rosenberg came out and said he's not dissing Drake. I'm like, bullshit. He's got like 3 different mentions of hating ghostwriters.
Yeah.
And he has a line about views.
And the state of hip hop. He mentions the state of hip hop.
Yeah, and people yeah. So I don't know. I feel there's some little shots going there. But so there's been one response so far from Machine Gun Kelly, which is pretty good for Machine Gun Kelly. I think
how patronising was that?
Yeah, well, like I don't rate Machine Gun Kelly as a rapper. Like he's probably good, makes good hype music.
Yeah.
That's what I've seen of him.
Yeah.
I thought half of it was quite good, and the other half was really weak. Like
it's interesting because I always see him more of a flow structured rapper. Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah.
He's gone for more lyrics and content.
Yeah.
Over the actual structure of the flow on the disc, which was interesting.
The people I actually wanted to reply haven't properly yet. So I wanted Joe Budden, who's done a podcast about it, and he's so mad. It's so funny. It's really bad.
Joe Budden has replied.
You know, in a podcast, not a song.
Yeah, not in a rap. I don't think he's going to reply in a rap.
No, he's really mad. He said he would if M came at him again, like a person or something. I don't know. But I wanted Joe Budden to return fire and Tyler the Creator, because I think they'd both make really good disses.
Tyler the Creator's got good
M to come back.
lyricism, but I don't think. I think Hopsin has dissed Tyler the Creator. I think, and he's never come back. I've only mentioned him.
Yeah.
Tyler the Creator, I love Tyler.
I like him as well.
I love him as an artist, but at the moment he's just making
what he wants.
He literally is just making stuff and then just putting it on YouTube.
Yeah,
just because it's free to put up.
I don't know why it was such a childish diss, but for some reason Earl the Hooded Sweater is the funniest. But I don't know why it's go get Earl the Hooded Sweater. I was like, that's really stupid, but I laughed so hard. I don't know why.
Yeah,
it's one of those albums. This one
as well,
where I laughed throughout a lot of it. This album, the first couple listens through, like the funny moments I found genuinely like really funny, including the skits. The skits are very funny.
Is it full when he goes line them up or something?
Something like that. I can't remember which one. For the line, the Joe Budden line was like made me stop for a bit. I was like, oh, that's hard. The closest thing he's had to hits is smacking bitches or something, and he got done for hitting a woman like years ago. I was like, that's gone badly for someone.
This is going to end bad one way or the other.
But yeah, I think it's an exciting time for hip hop right now because
of that.
Because of
album.
The surprise album. It just came out of nowhere. Loads of people are mad because he insulted them. I think he will come back with this based on what Mr. Porter said.
Who? Oh, Eminem, sorry. Yeah.
Eminem will come back with this, but I don't think he's going to waste a whole track on Machine Gun Kelly. I reckon he'll wait till everyone comes back and then.
But maybe though.
Well, this is one of those things where it's good publicity for Machine Gun Kelly early on. It's great for him because loads of people were like, "Oh, tune into an Eminem disc." Mm-hmm. But long term, I think it's going to be bad for him because if he thinks he's been blackballed now by Eminem because years ago he mentioned something about Eminem's daughter being really hot when she was like 15 or something, so it's a bit pedo-ish. Hence the R. Kelly.
Morning bit.
Hence the whole, you know who you are, Kelly, because R. Kelly got done for being pedo. Yeah. It's really funny. And then he's been bitching about being blackballed for like the last 6 years.
Not being able to. Does Shady run? That sounds like a stupid thing. Shade 45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I mean,
no one knows.
I don't know if it seems more of a Jay-Z move to do that kind of thing, to blackball someone. I don't know if anyone would do that, but now he definitely will. So.
Yeah. Well, just wait and see.
We're waiting to see. I'm excited.
No one can predict what's Eminem's planning right now.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, he released an album out of nowhere.
Yeah.
No one had heard anything.
Nobody had heard anything, and we're all massive hip hop heads. So you thought that one of us would try and.
Do you know what the funny thing is? Like he did. I listened to an interview with LL Cool J.
I haven't heard that yet. I really want to.
It's pretty good. It's pretty interesting. It covers sort of stuff we like mostly know, but like about him, how he's like climbed to how he got where he was. Yeah. It's still quite interesting. And it's also like interesting with him talking to LA Cool J because they both got mutual respects as like artists. But no, like this is like it come up quite on a similar time scale to I don't know when it was recorded to like Kamikaze.
No, he knew because that was recorded like a week ago or so.
Yeah. And
then they released it the day after Kamikaze.
But they did not mention anything about Kamikaze throughout the whole interview.
Oh wow.
So that I don't know, like obviously it was on top secret mode. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear nothing. They hear nothing.
top secret albums.
It's mad.
I
was so hyped, man. I've been hyped for like a week. This is
Mad.
a mad hype. 'Cause I'm a big Eminem fan, and I just really like the album because I'm a big fan of bars, basically.
It gets a two thumb up.
And the beats were very different, but they're very with the times, but you're still killing them. And it was
Apart from Stepping Stones reminded me of Eminem Show beat. But I think it was meant to because they open
That's
up
the
with
idea.
like back in 2002
Yeah.
we were running shit, and that
Right.
felt like that beat. But everything else felt really updated.
shout out to Eminem. I know you're listening.
Yeah, we won't do a full review. We might do a review later down the line.
See how we feel.
But at the moment, really good album. What do you guys think about it?
Let us know.
Are you guys Machine Gun Kelly fans? If so, please leave our channel. And no, I'm joking. Yeah. Up next we have the magical adventures of Varagon Village.
Magical adventures of some other village.
So last week,
last
2
2
weeks ago, I'm trying to remember what happened. We haven't recorded for a little while. I
Thundoris.
believe Thundoris and Varagon were on the way to a mountain to slay Schmeichel's dad.
Yeah, bro.
To get some Snoswiz and return as like reward, which they're going to use to get Jackie Boy the tree back alive. Hopefully, it's the plan. At the moment, Victor, who goes with them, has just been killed again, I believe, because he was pissing you off, and his little bird's still alive. And
You cut him in half.
yeah, you had to fend off some trolls.
Did I cut him off?
You did. He came back alive. You've seen how he comes back alive now as well. The bird regurgitates him. So you know how he does it now. You don't know why.
I thought someone else killed him.
Nope.
Nope. It was
No,
you. Because he came back with red eyes and was really grumpy, so you killed him.
Oh, okay. Sounds like me.
Yeah.
Sounds
So,
like something I do.
Since this moment, you guys have continued towards the mountain.
Uh-huh.
And you're very close now. You've reached the base of the mountain. And in this time, the bird has again regurgitated Victor. But he's got blue eyes and he seems to be rather nice to you guys.
Okay.
So everything seems cool, but the bird seems to be being a bit of a dick, to be honest. It keeps pecking at you every now and again. It's got red eyes.
Swapping.
You little asshole.
So you guys have reached the foot of the mountain. So you can either go up the mountain, or Victor lays on the floor, with his ear to the ground, and he can hear vibrations coming down from the left, down by a valley. So you guys can either carry on where you think you saw the dragon, which is going up the mountain, or go towards these vibrations.
I mean, what are you thinking, Thundorius?
Oh well. Trying to remember the accent.
It was
Thundorius.
It was like a
Yeah.
Thundorius, bro.
Yeah, that's it. So Thundoris,
Aussie.
just so everyone remembers, because it's been a couple of weeks, Thundoris
Hell yeah.
is a guy claiming to be a god, but who has had his powers stolen by
trying to
Schmeichel's
remember
dad,
it,
who is on the dragon, obviously. Last time we saw him.
I don't know, man. It's not it. Damn it! It's gonna annoy me.
Do the
'Cause
best
I
you
remembered
can.
it. Thundorius, brother. Shit. I don't know, bro. What's the Birdman saying?
Birdman, what are you saying?
It was like, well, we last saw him fly up the mountain. Makes sense.
I guess that's Victor, not
Yeah.
not the bird.
Not the actual bird.
Well, I know him as Birdman because I watched the
Bird
birds
throw him
sick
up.
him up.
So it makes sense that they've kind of got like a base of operations up there, my bet. The vibrations are most likely horses, I'd say. From my
Right,
experience, a large amount of horses, so you probably want to get out of their way.
right. Well, I mean, I'm easy, brother.
Let's just go and kill that geezer. Horses.
Wait, you want to go for the horses or where you think the dragon is?
Oh, wait.
Because you guys are on foot. I don't know if you've ever fought a guy on a horse. But being on foot's normally Well, you've got a spear. That's pretty good to fight a horse.
Yeah, let's get to the horses.
You know, to the horses, go on a little side trek.
Fucking right on.
Yeah, you guys follow the path round the mountain towards a little valley, and you can see deep into the valley there is a massive horde of horses.
Right.
With people riding on top of them.
Right.
Think kind of Mongolian.
Okay.
Mongolian, so it's almost a roving horde of people. They seem to have a lot of slaves with them, a lot of women and children walking on foot, and all the men seem to be riding on horses. You can see lots of curved bows and lots of cutting blades which curve, which are good for cutting when you're on top of a horse. They hook. They're making a lot of noise. They're not trying to hide themselves at all. They're pretty brazen in this area.
I feel like we've drew the short straw, bro.
Don't worry, I got this. Oi, knobheads!
They hit some people on the edge hear someone shout this over the mass noise of horses, because it makes a loud sound with these people, and there are two people on horses on the very edge of the horde kind of look at you.
Alright.
They start screaming very loudly,
Yeah.
And a large detachment of about 20 horses follows them over towards you, and they start to surround you and circle you. They've got spears pointed at you at this moment as well.
It's alright. I've got this. Honduras, trust me. Are we a Victor as well?
Yeah, Victor's with you.
I keep giving
His
it a
bird's
thumbs up.
flown off though.
I put the ring back on. I sneak that bad boy back on the portal. What the rabbit necklace?
Yeah, you slip that back on. Yeah.
Whatever it was. Is it rabbit's foot?
Yeah, you can feel power start to surge through your body right now.
I got it. Honduras. Alright, I got this. And I.
Remember, there is thousands of horses here. I can see what you're thinking, but there is thousands of people. There's a big horde of people.
Okay.
Just portal and teleport away. But...
Yeah. I portal onto the back of the last horse at the back.
Of the group of 20 that have come over to you.
Yeah. And I quickly portal Fundorius and Victor onto two different horses.
Yeah, so you managed to jump to the horses before they really know what's going on. You've managed to portal away. They've all started screaming and panicking, and they don't seem to like this magic. You feel though the power of having to do 3 portals in quick succession. You're feeling very amped up right now, like you've just done a shit ton of snozzwiz.
Okay. Did he mow? And I turn around and say, let's go, quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ride on!
You guys ride. You still have riders on the horses with you. You've teleported onto them, but they're all mounted.
I try and... Because I think I'm a god, don't I? If I remember.
Yeah.
I go, it's Thunderous Thunderclap! I try and clap my hands on his head to make it
you
blow up.
smack both of his ears. There's no thunder involved, but it makes a loud clap. You're like, oh, yeah, no sparks. And he actually falls off because he's so in shock. He has no idea what's gone on. The horse starts to bolt though, with you on top.
What sort of armour is he wearing? My one.
They're just wearing leather armour, really quick, really light warriors by the looks of it.
I'm gonna dig my teeth into the back of his head and take a chunk out. If I
Oh
can.
man, you rip a chunk out and he screams. Blood starts spurting out of it all onto your face, but you love it.
And then I twist his neck, snap it.
Mm-hmm. You twist his neck just for good measure, and his body kind of flumps off onto the floor.
Yeah.
Your horse doesn't bolt at the moment, which is good. But because of the screaming, the other 17 people left turn around to face you.
And I say, ciao for now.
You see Victor's quite quickly. Victor's dispatched his guy quite comfortably with a little dagger from his sleeve, just stabs him once in the back, very efficient, chucks him off, and starts riding back the way you came, which is where your horse bolted to as well, Fundorus, which is lucky.
Decent.
You gonna run for it?
Yeah, no, let's pelt it down there.
Yeah, you guys are absolutely pelting it back, and all 17 people are still chasing you, and you can hear the thundering of hooves behind them as if almost the entire several thousand horde is in pursuit. They don't know what's happened to the other ones yet, but they're all
Let's
on
go
the
for
way.
that dragon.
Dragon, bro!
Yeah,
Bro.
boy.
Why don't we take the whole army up to fight the dragon?
I'm thinking the same, Fundorius.
And I'm making rock and roll horns on the top
On
of
the,
my head.
on the horse's head, or the...
Oh, yeah, on the horse's head.
The horse is loving it.
You know,
You've managed to get the horse back under control now a bit.
I always bring my own collateral damage.
Victor is kind of in the background making a lot of little rumblings of how much of a terrible suicide idea this is, but he's stuck with you guys now. His bird's flown off, and you guys, so you're going to attempt to take the mountain path on horses. Of course, you manage to ride back, and you start riding up the mountain. The horses are finding this quite hard work going up a mountain. They're not used to it. These horses are more used to open fields.
So are their horses.
So they're horses, but you can hear them clattering behind you, and they seem to have almost caught up with you. And a few arrows are kind of whizzing by now towards you as they're shooting from below. There's rocks and whatnot you can kind of take cover behind, but there is a lot of people after you.
I create a portal behind the one portal behind the where the back of where we're riding.
Mm-hmm.
So as in where the arrows are going to go into.
Yeah.
And they're going to come back at them.
Yeah. A few of them are successful. It's quite hard to aim this, but a few of their numbers go down. But you can see now they've been reinforced with the rest of the hordes caught up. And you can just see an absolute sea of horses in all directions.
Quick, to the dragon! To the dragon! I'm telling the horse to go faster and
faster.
Yeah,
you're whipping the horse, driving it into a frenzy. And it's trotting up as high as it can go.
How vertical are we
You're in pretty steep up. You've only been running now for about 20 minutes up the mountain, but on horseback, full pace. The horse have started to slow though, started to tire a bit, and Fundorus' horse seems to be losing its footing quite often because he's quite a big lad. He's
Come
not
on,
used to
Betsy,
this.
come on.
You can see that most of the horde has stayed at the bottom of the mountain, chanting, and they're cantering around in giant circles as well. And they've stayed behind to protect the women, children, and slaves, and all the goods they have. The force of about 80 warriors is following you up on horseback as well. It's slow going for them though.
I mean, I didn't create this.
Keep going.
I'm just in for the ride, brother.
Keep going. We'll find this dragon. We'll take these bitches to him as well.
Yeah, you keep going. As you go up, Vergon's horse takes an arrow to the knee.
My horse does.
No, it takes an arrow actually to the back leg. I just wanted to say arrow to the knee for Skyrim references. But it takes one to the hind.
Okay.
It whimpers, but it's not down yet, but it is limping a lot slower now.
I think I'll get the most out of him until we get to
You
near
try
the
and ride
top.
it to
How
death.
close are we to the top?
Literally ride it to death.
You're not that close to the very peak,
Okay.
because it's probably about a 2-hour climb upwards to the very peak of this mountain on horseback. You've been going for about 45 minutes now.
Wow.
But you don't necessarily need to get to the very top, because, nothing can live on a point at a mountain, but...
Are they still chasing us, or have they given up at the bottom?
No, they're still chasing it. Most of them have given up their horses, and they're
Okay.
climbing up because it seems to be quicker than lugging up horses.
Alright. I'm gonna do a little flip off the horse. And
You do a heroic flip off the horse, landed on the rocky terrain,
Yeah.
but you just about keep your footing.
I turn my horse around.
As you turn your horse around, it slips on a rock
Yeah.
and collapses sideways, falling like your right leg is trapped underneath the horse right now. It's struggling to
I'm
get
quite
up.
a strong guy.
You are quite
So
strong.
I feel like I can try and lift that off of my leg.
Yeah, you start lifting up
Yeah.
the horse and helping push it upright.
Yeah.
It stands upright
Yeah.
and then absolutely bolts it back down the mountain towards the rest
I was
of
going
it.
to say, before it does that, can I punch it in the head? So that it goes
Yeah,
even
you
further?
There are
managed
free
to-
fighting
you
actions.
managed
We are
to-
against animal cruelty.
You managed to
I
clap
repeat.
it on the right hand side of its face,
Yeah.
and it bolts towards its previous owners,
Yeah.
and it starts blocking the way for them as it's kind of rampaging down past them.
See you later, brother. I'm making like devil horns at it.
So you're coming with me.
horns.
Cool.
So you
Yeah,
both
I'm
go on
coming.
foot.
Yeah.
I'll get
Yeah,
that
Vic-
spear out. Well,
yeah.
I'll get this ready. I'll put it on demon mode or dragon mode. No, don't worry. Carry on.
Victor also jumps off his horse, and rather than punching the horse in his face, he slaps it on the butt, and it runs down in a mad frenzy towards the
That
Was
is not
the
how
chasing
Honduras does things, brother.
clump of 80 people, or 80 people roughly, you don't know exactly. And it seems to slow their advance a little bit, but once they manage to get the horses under control, they're back onto you. And they're wearing light armour, so they're very fast as well, these guys. They're gaining ground on you.
Shit, bro. I mean,
As you guys climb up, you can see there's a cave that seems to lead into the mountain. You don't know if this is the dragon's leg, might not be a good idea to go in if you get stuck, but could be sunk in there, could be a good place to hide.
Not about hiding, but what do you think, Fundorius?
you know, I didn't get us into this mess, brother, but I'm going to go to the cave. I
All right,
wander
I'll
over
come.
to the cave entrance.
I'll come with him.
Mhm.
Keep an eye on him.
I'm going to wait until they're into the cave a little bit more, and then because I still think I'm a god, I'm going to headbutt the entrance of the cave and hope that it collapses and blocks us in there at some point.
So you're a
Wondering,
god who
like-
thinks you've lost your powers, though, remember?
Yeah, well,
But
you just keep trying to get them
you
back.
try it anyway. You headbutt the side and you get a mild concussion.
God.
But there is a bit of a rumbling. You do feel a little bit of a rumbling, which you yourself perceive as maybe some kind of godly powers, but everyone else seems to think it's the 80 people coming up to kill you.
Christ.
Tumborius mode.
So you guys notice the cave is a lot smaller than you originally thought it was, and the entrance is quite wide, but it narrows quickly into what seems to be a tiny little pool, which runs down in a stream and towards the heart of the mountain. So it looks like a good choke point. Victor says, like we could try and hold them off here. They could only be able to fight 2 at a time. Yeah, it's 2 people wide. But the amount I saw said, I reckon we should run for it. That's his advice.
That's what Victor's saying.
That's what Victor says.
I mean,
his bird's not with him.
bird guy's speaking some truth, brother.
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's charge into that pool of water.
It's a tiny little pool of water. It's kind of been dripped into from the top of the mountain, and there's a little river or stream that
Going
seems to
upwards or
run
down?
but in distance you can see it then goes back up again, upwards.
Let's jump into the river stream.
Fucking right on.
Yeah,
Dive
you guys
in.
dive into the it's really small, so
I'll
you're
dive
not
in
like
first.
drowning.
So if I see somewhere we're about to die, I can portal us.
Yeah. So you're not
That's a good idea.
you're not drowning in the water. It's very small, but it is like a big slide. Quite at the moment, it's quite nice. But Veragon is wearing some rather heavy armour, some chunky armour, so it's a bit slow going. But you guys do manage to make fairly quick rounds. You can hear kind of the hollering and yelling of people behind you, but you can't see anyone yet.
Okay, I mean, there's nothing we do, play it out, I guess.
Yeah, you guys go down to the bottom of the stream. Now you can either climb up towards the top, which you assume leads roughly towards the top of the mountain, because more water is running down that way, forming a kind of a small pool where you guys are currently standing. Or you can maybe try and hide on one of the edges around the pool, under the pool, to try and avoid people.
Oh my gosh.
What are the options again?
So the stream has come down into forming another pool, and water seems to be running down from the other side. So stream's coming down from
the
front of you as well
direction.
now. So you're in a dip now. You've gone down. You can go up.
Yeah, I think
you assume that that leads to a hole somewhere because water's coming down through it.
Yeah,
let's go up.
Let's go up.
As you guys start to climb up, an arrow whizzes by and nearly hits Fundoris, and you can see the first few scouts behind you are catching up.
Scouts. Is there any rocks about?
Yeah, there's rocks all around you as you're climbing up.
Like quite loose ones. Any big rock?
Yeah,
fill the gap.
Yeah, there's a few. Probably won't fill the whole gap, but it'll slow down 80 people. They won't be able to get through it all in one go.
Yeah.
They're already having to cut down into twos. You'll kind of walk, at the moment you're walking with Veragon at the front, then Victor, then Fundorius coming up the rear.
So Fundorius could grab a rock and maybe just chuck it down.
Mm-hmm.
I try and grab
it's quite big.
a reasonable sized rock to try and slow down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you yeet it. I go, yeet,
you manage to dislodge some rocks and start throwing them down. They haven't reached the very bottom yet, but you've started to stack rocks up in the pool, and it's almost forming a little dam at the moment, which they're going to struggle to get through. So you think
or it might kill some of them if they're going fast enough down the side.
So you think you've slowed them down at least for now, but more arrows are coming through, and they're getting a little bit more accurate.
Should we leave it there? That's a bit actiony to leave.
Yeah,
it.
we'll finish off this a little bit.
Right.
So you guys going to carry on climbing?
Yeah.
I mean, as quick as
we can.
Yeah, as quick as we can.
Yes, you guys clamber up to the top, and you get all the way to the top of this opening. You realise you've travelled for about 20 minutes climbing up here, but it's quite slow going. And you come out on the edge of the mountain at some point, like a plateau, a little bit. You realise you're not at the top of the mountain. But as you turn around, you can see the guys below still struggling with the rocks. So you've got a little bit of breathing room. And then you hear a hiss coming from your left. And that's where we're going to end in this week's Magical Adventures of Veragon Village.
I know where hisses get us. God damn it.
You guys did pretty good, apart from bringing an entire horde of Mongolian-esque people with you, but that could be a massive benefit.
Yeah, we could have spoke to him, but Fundorius.
Yeah, it's all Fundorius.
Why is it me?
Because Veragon is the hero of the story, and therefore he can do no wrong.
I mean, most heroes don't take chunks out of people's heads, but
fighting them. True heroes do.
True heroes don't compromise.
I also punched a horse.
You did punch a horse. I feel like we're going to get a phone call soon. The RSPCA.
From Peter.
Yeah, we don't condone punching horses unless it is necessary.
Unless that horse is a dick.
Yeah, and if that horse is a dick, you got to do what you got to do, man. Up next, we have our second sponsor of the week.
Hey, it's Mark from Mark's Emporium here. Sick of teeth ruining your blowjobs? Want to eradicate those bipolar molars? Why, that's why I invented Mark's Blowjob Teeth Shields. Mark's Blowjob Teeth Shields, only at Mark's Emporium. That's Mark's Emporium. See you soon.
I feel like he's stolen the idea of gum shields and made them sexy.
Hells yeah.
Which isn't something I thought would ever happen. I'm impressed with
this is for blocking the teeth, not the gum. So protecting the gum.
I like it.
I personally
need to invest.
Yeah, for all the blowjobs you give. Yeah.
Alright.
So up next we would normally have
sound intervention.
But we're doing something a little bit different this week, and we're filming a sound intervention, and we're going to put it up as a separate entity. So look forward to that. Enjoy. So actually, we
also email us at freemailing actors for any recommendations or anything like that. At free number failingactors @gmail.com. G is for Google.
And gangster, kind of, and gnomes. We do a lot of gnomes based stuff.
And garden,
groin,
grapes.
Grape.
This is the alphabet game.
Granola.
Gonzalo.
Greatness.
Bitch.
Grinding. Cool. But so we actually now have our third sponsor. Back-to-back sponsorship. Because we're sellouts.
Organic, healthy, for a better, more stronger and improved you.
Yes.
Robert's Whiskey. Give your liver the tickle it deserves.
My liver does deserve a little tickle.
And it's delicious.
Yeah.
And
It's
nutritious.
delicious.
Yeah.
Next we have, what can you bring to the fable?
What can you bring to the fable?
Bad
One
decisions.
wax candle.
One wax candle and bad decisions. Oh, this is Sid. You've already met him for the past, like, I don't know how many episodes
How
we're
many
on.
weeks?
20,
Oh,
maybe?
30,
No,
this is
let's start on
35,
episode. So,
36.
yeah, 25 episodes. I think I started on episode 10, didn't I?
Yeah.
This
So
is
just,
episode-
you know who he is. He's a cool guy.
And me.
He's him. And he's got a little recap for us.
Yeah, I do. A guard dead. An escape plan foiled. Fenton advances on Splorth and Sheeslew's position after garrotting a guard with a perfectly timed and placed hidey hole.
Oh, because they took his... Yeah, I remember, yeah.
Oh, did you push his, like, ammo around or something and then
No.
he had to pick it up?
I remember now.
Anyway, unaware of the failed escape plan, Sheesloo and Splorth... unaware of the escape plan from Fenton advanced on their position. Sheesloo and Splorth stand in front of the guards after being caught red-handed trying to escape. And then that's basically where we are now. So
Yeah,
he's
so
coming
I mean,
to you.
how many
and
people do we have with us? We've got a little crew, don't we?
You have a
Prisoners.
little crew of people. If I remember correctly, it was 8 people that you had in the room
These
with
guys
you.
are like
Plus you,
trained
so there's 10 of you.
killers. These guys are like murderers and stuff. Apart from
Especially,
that,
especially Kim.
You only know like why. Well, Kim the Black Lesbian. I think there was one white guy in there for fraud or something. Wasn't there?
I say
2 weeks ago now. It's hard
us,
to remember.
the three people of what city is this called? What's the place called again?
You're on the space station.
Shit. The free people of Jordania will not stand for the discrimination you have put upon me and my people, and I point to all the prisoners. We demanded lawyers,
One of them
And
shouts
you
to the back and
said-
goes, "Well, sit down then."
and you said no, even though it's our lawful right to have lawyers.
Also,
I demand justice.
where is Jordania?
Jordania, it's a country. it's here now.
Schmeep, schmoop,
It's
moop.
here now. Jordania is a people, not a place.
Oh, okay. So kind of like Asgard from that movie,
Yeah.
like 700 years ago, whatever it was.
Yeah. I don't recall the reference because I've been born several thousand years later than the Marvel universe.
The what universe?
The Carvel universe.
Oh, okay, the Henry Cavill universe.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. Something that happened in
In the
the
mid-
mid
yes.
21st century,
Yeah.
this Henry Cavill universe.
Yeah.
We
we demand justice.
Well, fine, then get back in your cell and we'll just sort it out properly.
Oh, you're right.
Like, we're not going to fall for that one. And I say, this person, I point to the guy in the suit, demands trial by combat.
He looks up and goes, "No, I don't."
As a member of Jordania, I have all say on matters. As the leader, you have to do it.
He looks at you and says, "No, I don't."
Fair enough. Get him then. I just rush the two guards with
And I,
the mob and hope the mob follow me.
I grab Kim's arm and go, Kim, you're my champion, right?
She looks at you and says, "No."
Oh, but
What-
she was
what
well
are
up
you
for
talking about?
murdering people.
Yeah, that may be, but it doesn't mean she wants to be someone's champion. Maybe she
Yeah.
wants to do it her own right.
Okay, I was like, Kim, do you want to get him then? Show us what you're made of.
She looks at you and says,
I'm like, come on, we just broke out prison. It was
fancy in
badass.
this.
She's having second thoughts.
You were awesome. You helped us open the door. It was really heroic. You know,
your speech, she goes, you're making a few good points, but still.
I'm like, thanks.
Do I feel
That's
like-
a real self-confidence booster right there. I didn't know where I was going with the speech before that, but
Do I feel like the shiny rock shoved nicely up my anus is doing any powers for me? Giving me any powers? Hey, shiny rock arse powers.
it's making you not poo very well.
you don't feel like it's
causing
giving any
internal
powers, but you
hemorrhage.
feel slightly leaky in that area.
I
Slightly
look around.
leaky.
So in a corridor right now, yeah, and it's just the two of them.
Yeah.
Is there any benches or anything along the sides of the walls?
Not in the corridor, not in the room. There's a couple of benches in the holding cell where you were, obviously.
Should've wrapped
There's
those up
no
and used them.
benches. Yeah. So yeah, you didn't really Didn't really find anything.
Are we just in a standoff right now?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
are.
you're next to stand.
There's only 2 gods, and there's like 11 of us all together or something.
There's 10 of you, I think.
Oh, 10 of us
10 of you,
overall.
and there's the 2 guards. Yeah.
There's only 2 gods, man. We could rush them.
I think we should rush him.
I see. My idea here is to start a revolution and then just leave.
I
When it all gets
got an
messy,
idea. I got an idea.
just leave.
Quentin's quite far
I
behind.
put my hands up and go, all right, splorf out. I will take, I'm walking towards the guards. I will take a stand
They say, get back,
and
stand
stay.
still,
Why?
because we told you to.
How close am I?
10 feet.
Have they got their gun on pointed at me?
No, they don't have the gun point on you yet.
About 10 feet.
You can make that.
And
Such an instigator.
and I go, oh shit, my shoelace. and I pretend to take a little more, another step forward as I didn't tie my shoelace.
Okay.
As he's doing this, I'm slowly grabbing that guy in the suit, getting ready to use him as a meat shield if I need to.
Okay.
And
He says, what are you doing?
I'm like, come here, I've got a plan.
And I
Yes.
take a,
All right, I'm listening.
I'm like, cool.
as I pretend to do my shoelace, which is actually already tied.
Just to point that fact out.
Specify.
Sport, you see, Fenton, you round a corner and you see this happening in front of you.
I go for the diving headbutt.
Okay, you're 40 feet away or so you can't do that in one hit. You can't run and get them at this time.
I'm going to
I
rush
don't plan to.
forward to try and help him,
Okay,
using the guy as a shield on my way up. But if I get close enough without being shot at, I'm going to launch him at the person.
okay, you can't pick up the guy.
And just before the diving headbutt, I shout, "Now, Kim! Now!"
Kim goes, oh, now I get it.
Yeah, cool. She's helping me.
Begins to attack.
Ha ha! Cheers,
Does
Kim.
that inspire the rest of the mob forward? Mob
Some of
mentality?
Not yet, no.
I'm going to
They're
charge.
like, well, you guys got it.
Cool. I'm going to charge forward just screaming. Considering I can't lift the guy up.
How was my nut? Fine headbutt.
I'm about to find out.
Alright.
Your diving headbutt, you can't jump 10 feet and you fall a little bit flat.
I look at it though as if it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I'm like, what a hero.
Okay, your turn. What are you doing now?
I'm
You're using
gonna-
the shield, yeah?
Huh?
You're using the shield man.
The person's shield, I'm just going to push him forward using him as a shield
Right.
to get towards the 2 guards.
Okay.
And then I'm going to launch him.
Okay. You push him forward kind of successfully, but as you try and launch him, he just sort of flops to the floor like a bag of sand, really.
Okay, but it's sad. I'm going to... is it still my go?
It's the deck.
I was like, okay, cool.
Fenton, you're what you're doing. You're 40 feet away. You can't hit him this turn
I'm like
with
power walking.
with physical violence. You can't.
I'm power walking towards the situation.
Okay, you get 30 feet closer. You're about 10. You're about as far away as he was before the headbutt.
So I'm like, so many decisions could go wrong right now. I've got the equipment of that guy, haven't I?
Yeah.
I undressed him.
And your
got his
equipment.
gun. I have his gun.
Your equipment as well, I believe.
You have all your
Oh,
stuff.
yeah,
You
shit.
have everything, man.
You have all of your
Yes.
stuff because you never got pulled in.
Yes, I do, but I'm also in character. I mean, character in character.
Yeah.
You're a dude playing a dude
Character
disguised
I'm
as
a
another
dude playing a dude.
Your character,
Disguised as another dude.
characterception.
Characterception. Okay, so I keep walking and come up the back of the other 2 guards.
Yep.
And I pull out. I feel like the plasma rifle. My plasma. Oh, my laser pistol, which I
Okay.
know was given to me at the station.
Yeah.
So I know that the other guards will recognise it, and I pull that. I try and make myself as visible as possible in the
Yeah.
situation, like it's me.
Do we notice it's him or do we think he's another guard?
His disguise is quite good, but you believe you know who it is. So do you.
So do I. Okay, that's alright.
In my
You
mind,
both
I'm,
see through the sky and go, oh, that's Fenton. But yeah,
I'm like, oh, what, bro?
But I'm already flat on
He's
the
taking
floor.
point-
Right now.
yeah, you're fat you're sort of looking up at him going, oh.
Awesome.
For the internet listeners, that was a high five.
That was a really good high
That was a
five.
great
as well.
That's because I heard you say it under your breath. I was like, yes.
So, am I good to do another move?
Yeah, your turn.
Cool. I get up and I brush myself off and I say, I missed. I was trying to headbutt you, and obviously, and then as I say obviously, and I do it again,
Okay, your headbutt connects with the gut of one of the guards,
Cool.
It's not me, is it?
doing 10 damage.
As I do it,
Well, that's
I try and yank his gun away.
Does the
from
guy
him at
fall
same
to the
time.
ground, I'm assuming?
You don't manage to yank the gun away, and the guard does fall to the ground. However,
Stunned?
the other guard
Oh, shit.
turns and shoots.
Fucking hell, he's pulling out the pistol.
He turns, shoots,
Mhm.
bang,
Ow.
Does that try-
doing 8 damage.
Okay.
Do I notice if that's had an effect on the mob, that now one of ours has been shot at?
Let's have a look.
I feel like it would.
The mob actually sort of get up and it's like, uh-oh, and they start advancing. Kim decides to just flail randomly, but she's too far away and doesn't make contact yet.
I'm gonna rip off the shoe of the guy who fell to the ground.
Okay.
Did I successfully rip off the shoe?
No, you
For fuck's sake.
as you try and rip the shoe off, you miss ever so slightly and pull a nail off. Take 1 damage.
Oh, wow. Okay, I lift up the nail and I say, for the free people of Jordania, and
the fingernail.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
cool.
pull a fingernail off. You rip a fingernail out.
And I lift it up. I'm going to do the whole, who's that guy who
The
tried to
Braveheart?
invade in somewhere, fell over, and he fell over and he put his hand on the ground, and instead he picked up the dirt and was like, yeah, this is ours to conquer. So I'm going to do that, I'm going to pick up the nail.
I can't remember.
I'm going to be like, for the free people of Jordania, and I'm just going to charge headlong, hoping the mob follow me.
Okay,
I'm going to go for a flying punch.
The problem with that is you've already used up your turn
Oh, have I? Oh,
by falling over and pulling a nail off and taking damage.
oh okay. I won't do that then.
Go.
Fenton.
I feel like my character is being completely wasted in this situation.
I feel like you're not helping yet.
I don't worry, you've done more than me. I've just
I'm
hurt myself.
trying to help. I kind of want to stay in character because I have an idea. So I shoot twice in the air. Just to try and
You
spook them
successfully
off.
shoot the air.
And I say, with vigor, I assume is the word. Is vigor the word?
Yeah.
With vigor. I say, get back in your cell! Everybody back in your cell!
A lot of the members of the public, as it were, actually go back in the cell. So, two of them, Kim and, believe it or not, the white fellow,
The suit guy.
the suit guy, are actually staying out. Kim's in a bit of a bloodlust kind of rage, and the white guy is just too scared. He's just sounding like, no, I didn't.
And I instigate. I go, Kim.
I recognise Fenton's plan,
Kim does
but
this.
at the same time, I'm embarrassed by the nail incident. I'm going to try and make up for it and still continue to attack.
Well, it's
I said, yeah.
yeah.
I put my hands up and I go, yeah, that's fine. I'll get up. I'll go to my cell and I stamp on the guy's face who I took down a minute ago.
Believe it or not, you miss. The guy's writhing around on the floor, moving backwards and forwards, and you just stamped the wrong place.
And I go, just trying to make a noise.
The guard who's writhing around the floor just sort of tries to get up, and he sort of stumbles to the back corner of the room. The other guard who shot you in the head, nearly, again tries to shoot at you, but
Nice.
it goes ever so slightly askew, and it hits the floor right next to your face.
And I go, if there's any corrupt cops, now would be the time to not let me die.
What's
And,
Kim doing?
Kim is now. She's gonna run headlong at the guard who is not cowering at all, but yeah.
The one who got beaten up by V.
Yeah, and she tries to as she runs, you can see her sort of begin to twist, and as she twists, she jumps and crossbodies him.
Nice. I'm going.
The guard falls on the floor and is knocked out.
Oh, yeah,
Kim
so we only
knocked
got one
the guy
guard left.
Yeah,
Go
Kim
Kim.
crossbodied him.
Go Kim.
I'm going to go and try and wrestle the gun off the other guy. The guard who's left standing, who's been shooting at the
Okay.
moment, that's Splorf. And as I try and wrestle, I'm going to try and turn it towards him and do one of those heroic fights to try and pull the trigger first.
You lose that fight,
Oh, great.
and you are shot,
Oh, Jesus
taking
Christ.
4 damage.
Jesus Christ. Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's his turn.
I'm just going to be,
No,
I'm just going to be
it's
screaming Jesus Christ over
Oh,
and over again.
Fenton, sorry.
Yeah, Fenton.
Fenton's just watching these two people
Well, no, I have
beat up the guards dressed as a guard, going,
I kind of need to prove to the guards that I am a guard. For this plan to be
I
executed.
recognise your
properly.
plan, but at the same time, I've got bloodlust.
So I turn to Kim.
No!
How close am I to Kim?
10, 15
I
feet.
know, is that you're going to shoot Kim?
I kind of want to shoot Kim in the head.
That's entirely up to you. You're the one role playing.
Yeah. I take. I move forward as I shoot at Kim.
Okay.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you miss Kim.
God damn.
No, it's actually it's your turn. Spliff.
So the guy just turned around to shoot Jordan, the guard. I'm going to try and grab his neck and try and twist it to it's facing the wrong way and he's no longer breathing out of it.
You do grab his neck, but unfortunately you can't do the twisty part.
Okay.
But he does take it took 3 damage in sort of the choking and the movement and everything else.
The choking and the movement.
So now it's the guard's turn, and he can't break free from you.
Oh, cool, because I'm pretty strong.
I look over at the conflict and like, damn, he's been working out.
Kim turns to face Fenton in a rage.
Oh.
And runs straight at him to Superman punch,
Oh.
doing 5 damage.
Oh, God damn it.
I'm confused at this point because I saw the guard who I assumed was Fenton, but I'm like, hey, he's trying to shoot us. Maybe this isn't Fenton. I was a bit confused, but before I go deal with that, I'm like, Kim's probably got this, bit of a tank. So I'm going to go and try and help a good friend Splorf Morpheus.
Yes.
And as he's got the person in chokehold, I'm just going to try and lay into their stomach.
Oh, double
Just
team.
start swinging them.
Proper double team.
Hopefully winding them or something.
Okay. Yeah, most of your punches hit. However, one sort of goes slightly off and hits Splorf inside.
Ow!
Splorf
Strong.
takes 3 damage, but the guard takes 6.
Okay.
He's winded now. He's not feeling too great.
Who, me or him?
The guard.
Okay.
I was aiming for the
Fenton.
stomach, try and wind him.
You're still aiming toward. Well, so you're aiming.
How
You've been punched
close
in
am
the
I
face.
now to...
You're like right in front of each other.
Okay, I grab her by the back of the head and shoot her through the face.
Okay. This is successful, and Kim falls to the floor dead.
Kim! Kim! No! Kim!
This roleplay just got a lot less racially diverse.
A lot less.
And I go, I don't want to live anymore. And I walk over to Fenton and I go, take me to the hold.
I mean,
Dude, you're still fighting a guy.
yeah, you're still fighting.
You didn't die.
You had your hands around the guy's neck. So
I did, didn't I?
Do you
Alright.
actually want to walk over the fence and give yourself up or not?
Alright, as I'm in hold, I twist the neck until it snaps.
Unfortunately, you can't do that. You still can't twist the neck. It's like you don't know how to actually do it.
None of us have been very successful at twisting
I
necks.
just hurt myself. Is my go?
Yes, it is. Oh no, it's the guard's turn.
Yeah,
You're
guard,
trying to get
I'll
out.
say.
The guard
Well,
actually
he's winded.
gets out of your grip by elbowing you in the stomach. You take 1 damage,
Ah, stupid bitch.
Out of realising how useless all my attempts have been so far,
and he elbows out, and he aims at Sheath Blue. What's your armor class? Oh no. And with his pistol, you take 5 damage.
oh shit.
Now it's your turn.
8 health left. Realising that punching him seems like I don't seem overly useful at the moment, I'm going to go to my basic instincts. I'm just going to try and bite his neck. I'm going to try and like rip his neck out.
You unfortunately cannot do that. You can't get close enough to do that.
I think close enough. Okay,
With your mouth, the body can. You can grab onto him.
I'll just hug him. I hug him.
Okay, you successfully hug him.
I'm like, it's okay.
He gains 1 emotional health.
I'm just whispering in his ear. I'm like, it's okay. It's okay.
He gains 1 emotional health.
Okay.
Fenton.
How far am I away from either of these two?
About 10 feet each.
Oh, really? Alright. I'm gonna go to the one I think I'm closest to.
Right, yeah, which is going to be
Yeah.
Splorf.
Grab them by the back and put the pistol into their back.
Right.
And try and give some sort of signal that it's me. To the best of my ability.
Do our code word.
Oh yeah. Shit.
Is
Fuck.
What is it? I'll just say take point.
Yeah, that is the
Oh
point.
yeah,
That's
yeah. And I whisper, I'm taking point.
And I go, you're pressing the gun against my spine too harshly.
and a little Woody comes up.
Okay, well, while you do this, the guard. It's actually your turn now. So.
I go, oh no, I'm caught. Best go to the hold now, Schmeeb Schmoob.
Okay, and what do? The guard's still standing there, and you're hugging him.
From the hug, now that I'm really close to him, I'm going to bite into his neck and try and rip it out.
You successfully bite his jugular vein.
And I go,
and you tear it out. The guard is now slowly dying from bleeding out.
Okay, well, I'm chopping off. I'm leaving him. I'm not even going to try and save
as
him.
I'm walking away, you deserve that.
And then I'll be like, oh no, I have equally. Do I recognise who it is?
You recognise him in the first place, man.
Yeah, but then I doubted myself because he started shooting us.
You recognise this.
Okay, I'm like, dick move, killing Kim, but oh no, I have been captured. Whatever shall I do? As I'm saying this, I pick up the other guard's gun and stash it in my back.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Me too.
I say
you're out of combat
this.
now.
I wouldn't have had to have killed your friend if you'd have just.
Wait,
gone
it's just
back.
3 of us here. I'm like, oh mate, I had another plan.
No, it's just
We've
yeah,
got 2
it's
plans
just us.
now.
Yeah, this guy's dying on the floor.
Yeah, I'm letting him die.
But what I'm saying is that I didn't have to shoot that woman in the face.
I mean, no one has to shoot
No,
a woman in
that's
the
shit.
face.
But
Face. Well,
If
yeah,
you'd have
sex
just gone
offences.
back into the cell,
No,
that
but-
whole situation could have been. You, and I point at the guy who's dying on the floor. I'd be like, you wouldn't be dying right now.
And I go, I didn't get the implications.
Right? I'm like, but I've got a plan. It's probably a lot worse than your plan.
We'll find out about it next week.
Next week.
It's a really bad
Cut
plan.
it here.
as
Cut
well.
it here. We've gone
It's
well
a
over.
really bad
Um,
plan, but it's a plan.
All right, we've. Do you wanna
Yeah, that's been us. We've been pretty awesome. I don't know about you guys. Sure
check
you've been
out our
awesome
new
too.
sound intervention?
Yes, Finn. Hopefully up by the time this is up. You've been pretty awesome. We've been better. I've been Jordan.
I've been Jack,
I've been Victor.
and we are.
Sid.
Said, and we are the Free Finn Actors. Check us. You know where to check us out, man.
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Pornhub. Okay.
Peace.
Our freefanaxes@gmail.com.
Interracial.